to an event here. So it's time for a heart-to-heart. I want to share some things, messages that I've been getting, and also just to kind of go over some things that have been on my heart and mind, and I want to share and maybe just kind of open up a little bit of maybe a conversation. Okay. Now, I have been struggling the last few weeks, and I'm sure many of you maybe are in the same boat. In fact, that's kind of why I'm coming to you, because I know I'm not the only one struggling with this. It's been kind of a difficult journey watching the destruction, the mayhem, the chaos, and all that goes with that in the last few weeks. And the tragedy of it, and the spin from the news, and everybody is like at an apex of craziness right now. People are like ready to blow, and some of them already have, obviously. Now, being a hopeless optimist that I am, I try to stay positive on everything. It's not my goal to promote fear or doom, or I stay away from that as much as that's possible. Because fear is a low vibration. I don't want people being in fear when I, give a prediction or a premonition or something. Because we have enough fear and all of the violence that we're seeing, enough already. That being said, I don't want to give false hope either. The truth needs to be told, even if it's unpleasant or uncomfortable. So I think all of you are grown up enough to be able to handle that, but I just want to say where I'm coming from is I do try to stay positive, because I don't like the alternative of not being positive, because that makes things really difficult later on. Okay. So I have some notes here. I'm going to be referring to my notes. I started to kind of have a dialogue with, I'll call them my helpers from the other side, with God, or, each of us has helpers from the other side. And a lot of times it's loved ones, family members, people that we've known in the past. I happen to think that when we die, we don't just ascend to the heavens and, sing before the throne, although we may do that. But the learning never stops. We come here to the earth to learn, to assimilate new techniques and things that we're learning about in life. And when we pass on, we're still learning. And we're still finding places where we can express ourselves in learning. And a lot of times people will want to help loved ones that are still on the earth. So many times someone who passes will want to help people here, especially people that they know and love. We still have our connections with our loved ones when they pass away, and they're still connected to us, even though we don't see them or sense them. Their connection is still very real, even if they passed, 20 years ago or more. If they loved you in this life, chances are they still care about what happens to you. Sometimes they say, you know what, I'm here and I want to help because I have a better perspective now on this family dynamic that we worked on. And I can see things from a better place. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. It's kind of a segue from where I was going, but for whatever reason, I needed to say that. So regarding the time we're in now, okay, I was having a conversation with God, my helpers. So this is what I got, okay? And what I felt was this is not a time, we're coming into a time very soon where this is not the time to be on the fence. And this is kind of what I've been struggling with. So I kind of wrote this. Is this life that we have, this life where we're born and we come into this life and we're a spiritual being having this human experience, is it just about me having my own human experience where I get to learn about what matters to me and what I get to do with my talent and my time. Is it just about me experiencing it with all these other people experiencing their experiences? Or is this about my contribution? In other words, is it about just me and what I want out of life? Or is it about what I'm here to do and what I'm here to contribute to humanity? And is it about me making the world a better place? And that's our contribution. Are we here to make the world a better place, or just to be in it for ourselves? It feels like to me that we're coming to like a critical mass where maybe it's both. Maybe we're here for ourselves and also for our contribution to the whole. But this feels like we're coming to a time where we are being invited to understand our greater purpose and our greater role. And maybe it's not just for making ourselves happy in the moment. Maybe there's something more to why we're here. Okay. I wrote, but I rest in the source of creation being a force for good in the world. And then I was just entertaining the thought of connecting with guides, loved ones, that kind of thing, God. And so here's what I wrote. I guess you could say this is channeled, but although I don't really like that word. But anyway, we recognize that this time of travail is difficult for everyone in human 3D experience. Our perspective is that things are accelerating, reaching critical mass in the near future. Don't let the chaos of the moment darken your outlook. We say brighter days are ahead, the storm will soon be over, and light will shine to illuminate the darkness. Remember, it is always darkest right before the dawn. A new dawn is on the horizon. We can see it. But for humanity, this time is uncertain. And this is a time of uncertainty, basically. The world in chaos wants you to social distance. We say to spiritual distance from anything that promotes fear or stokes the flames of violence. Things that don't feel right or make you doubt yourself, distance yourselves from that. Don't engage those things because they are in the process of being destroyed. Now, taking a break from what I'm reading, doesn't it feel like that everything, that this is like a big culmination, and the most awful things are coming to the surface, right? And we're seeing it, and it's just like, what chaos is going on in this world right now? It seems crazy. And that's what I feel is being destroyed. It's coming up because that is what is being exposed. And that is what is coming up to be released and destroyed, okay? Think on things that are true and just, right thinking and right behavior. And what are we seeing right now? Everything is, wrong behavior, wrong thinking, okay? Learn to walk in truth and righteousness and leave the darkness behind. Okay, reading on. Give yourselves a lot of grace during this time. We recognize the difficulty presented to humanity to evolve to higher levels, which is the Great Awakening, right? The more you can let go of the low vibrations of fear, anger, resentment, jealousy, pride, and hate, and embrace courage, the easier this transition will be. All souls will evolve. Some, many, will choose to do so in this now moment. Others will be left behind to choose at a later time. So some of us, as we can let go of the chaos and embrace the good and try to stay clear of those things that drag us down, we will be able to move into a better experience. Those that are stuck in those low vibrations of fear, especially anger, hate, jealousy, all of that, they're going to get stuck in that, okay? Those who stay stuck in resentment will be left behind. Those who stay stuck in shame and guilt will be left behind. Those who wish to evolve to the new earth must simply choose to have courage and let the process of evolution take care of the rest. So we don't have to figure it all out. We just have to have the courage to want to change. That's all. And the courage to say, you know what, I don't have all the answers. And I don't want to stay stuck in anger and bitterness and jealousy and rage and all of that. That's all it takes. Okay. A little bit more. I'm almost done. We wish to leave you with one thought, which turned into a lot because I kept writing. Anyway. Time spent envisioning the future you wish to create will be well spent. I'll repeat that. Time spent envisioning the future you wish to create will be well spent. All thoughts are creation. Now this is key, so check this out. I was kind of blown away by this next sentence. What you dwell on will become the earth you dwell upon. What you dwell on will become the earth you dwell upon. The news you see is not your future. We're seeing so much chaos in the news right now. The news you see is not your future unless you dwell on the misery that it promotes. We acknowledge a bright future for humanity and invite you to see it for yourselves. Fear is not your purpose. Embrace love, boundless joy. We are with you and offer you the utmost love and encouragement. We are in awe of you. And that's all I have. So stay strong, everyone, and don't let what you see being promoted distract you from the bigger picture of where we're headed. And that's all I want to share. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.